in Russian? Owned!
Today, being one of America's
Get off of me, swine! So you're dead now, but you were dead before! Ah, fuck you!
And we're even in crawl tunnels behind the plaza, wide enough.
You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned!
Through the wall itself. Mega fortresses.
You see what happens when you touch Nikolai?
False walls. The whole house and the shinobi come out of the walls, the doors. And now the team's fire split 3 ways instead of one. Ammo check. The worst possible moment.
Stay off my boots, hell pig!
The team's already burned through more than half its rifles.
No touchy!
Plus, still breathing.
I have issues.
From the tower. So he doesn't need to. Call the outer wall. B-. Still no one dead.
So you're dead now, but you were dead before! Ah, fuck you!
First wounded of the night, and they spent half their ammo to drop maybe a fifth of the garrison. Chapter 3, the Hall. Misdirection. They make the inner building at 0231. 4 effective. 1 man on a wounded shoulder running on painkillers and spite. The heavy door shuts behind him, and the geometry stops making sense. You can't clear this building. It's a maze on purpose. False corridors, wall panels that pivot on hidden axes, rooms that fold back so you come out 30 feet from where you went in. Sure, you made progress. Iga castle layout was disorientation by construction. The garrison knows it cold. The Marines don't. They stack and clear, room by room, textbook. Doesn't matter. They've circled the same interior courtyard twice in 11 minutes. The sergeant clocks it because there's a dead shinobi stuck against the wall he's already passed once. Every time they stop, sound behind them. Escalating fight, and you're waiting for the part where the training finally pays off, and the good guys turn it around. Stay with me, because that's not what this building does. Here's where it does something a rifle has no answer for. Hanzo turns on.
Now that's what I call a gulag!
Channels run through the framing. The kind of trick these fortresses were built around.
He's half the zombie he used to be.
Push it out somewhere else entirely. What the team starts hearing is 50 men moving in every direction at once. Voices from sealed rooms, footsteps from blank walls.
You left your arm behind!
Shameless creature. I
still have no
pity. There's something behind him. Except there isn't.
From his
Here's what that
anymore.
actually does to a fire team. These men are trained to take what they hear, build a map of what's outside their line of sight, and trust it. Feed them false audio.
Satan's minions!
You make them stop trusting their own ears. Psychological weapon, and it's landing. Then the garrison stops misdirecting and starts pressing. Not a charge. Wait. From every corridor at once. Slow and even. Tightening. Steering the team deeper into the maze. The team feels the funnel and splits. 2 covering rear, 2 pushing forward. Right call, wrong formation. Because the rear corridor has a shin-height tripwire.
Why am I always needing more ammo?
Hit it. The one on the left makes it deep in the inner thigh.
They were here.
He's down.
Now they're
and
not.
he's not getting
Such
back up without a
life,
medevac that isn't coming. His partner starts dragging him to the wall. And opens behind him. 6 shinobi, low and fast. The sergeant gets his rifle up and drops 2. But he's 20 feet and a doorway away. Half a second behind the moment. The wounded man takes a blade across the throat. First, killed in action.
Scratching me!
4 men now. Ammo check, because you do it even when you don't want the number. 2 Marines under half on rifle mags. 1 frag grenade between all of them. 7 shinobi.
If only I had time to piss on you too!
Here for the ball.
Die, you filthy creature!
That great. Just lost that man. 1 killed
Looks
in
like
action.
I didn't get all of him!
Walking wounded.
Get off of me, swine! He is persistent, like begging peasant! So you're dead now, but you were dead before! Ah, fuck you!
If this sounds familiar, you got it down. You qualify for up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. It's fast cash, no credit check, just orderly.
And the building hasn't shown it the worst of it yet. Chapter 4, the inner sanctum. They know it's a trap. They go in anyway, because the other option is dying in a hallway with no ammo and no door. The sanctum at least has walls to put their backs against. The room is bigger than the outside suggested. These fortresses were built to lie about their own volume. Oil lamps grow low indoor that doesn't reach the rafters. Dead center, perfectly still. No weapons in his hands. Stage Hanzo. No weapon, but here's the thing. The real Hanzo was a spearman. Famous for it, a blade on a 14-foot shaft. So, a man like that, standing empty-handed in the middle of his
What was that? Oh, crawler!
Gets the stigma. The spear isn't missing. It's positioned. So is everything else. The sergeant reads it and calls it. 2 holds the door. He and 1 push Hanzo. Only geometry that works. In the corridor.
You got slime on my uniform!
The shoulder
Isn't
WIA
a
takes the
problem
left
anymore.
post. Second round takes the right. The sergeant and his man cross the threshold. Ceiling moves. 3 shinobi come down with silk cords from the rafters. Control. Silent. Released the instant the team's past the door. Ceiling anchors.
You know how to say owned in Russian?
A spy
Owned!
watched the threshold for the trigger. Not improvised, rehearsed. The team just walked through a choreographed kill. The 2 at the door get hit from behind in the same second. The corridor stack has been waiting 90 seconds for exactly this moment. The Marine on the right
Ow, my
goes down
shin!
fighting 2 at once. Blade across the throat, gone before he lands. Second kill in action. The exit is closed. Inside, it's 3 Marines against a bodyguard unit, and the man has inverted completely. The shoulder WIA's other arm gets opened to the bone by a Tanto. He drops the rifle, can't grip, falls back to the wall, and pulls his sidearm left hand. The sergeant's already locked with a bodyguard who moves faster than a man that size has a right to. And here's the thing, this whole video's been sold. When the guns can fire, the guns win. The sergeant's man 2 rounds center mass into Hanzo before that spear ever comes off the floor. A 14-foot reach means nothing. Crossover to your right. Hanzo goes down.
Stand up and say that to my face!
In time. The mission parameter is empty. Buildings start to burn. The lamps, dry cedar
I like
framing,
it rough, but
paper
not that
panels,
rough.
all of it catching faster than seems fair. Smoke fills the top third of the room. The sergeant pulls the frag, rolls into the corridor stack, turns back toward the door in the same motion.
Stay
The
off my
blast
boots,
drops the
L-Pig!
frame and buys 30 seconds. He's got 1 man who can still fight. 1 who can move and not much else. And a blade wound across his own ribs.
He is
hasn't
persistent,
mentioned
like
yet.
begging
Later,
peasants.
if there's a later, tier for the sanctum. D+. Hanzo's down, but so are 2 Marines for good now, and 2 still on their feet. Both are bleeding.
Hey, look what you're doing to the floor!
The sanctum door is a hole in the apartment door. It's the exit. 2 killed in action.
scratching
Stay
me!
inside. There's no carrying thing. Time, no version of it that doesn't
Stay
kill
off my
the
boots, L-Pig!
The sergeant looks at the corridor, the frag dropped, and makes the call nobody wants. Through the fire, not around it. The shinobi know which cedar gives first. They won't chase you through a corridor they've watched burn in 100 drills. The Marines don't have that knowledge. They're moving blind through a collapsing building.
That was
Logic
satisfying.
that everything else is worse. And here's where
He's
that
half the
one
zombie he
thermal
used to
binocular
be.
comes back. Point Man brings it out. The single piece
No
of
more
camera
drink
that
for you.
showed
You'll
us
be cut
quickly this
off.
minute. It reads. The fire has
No
built
track for
the
you,
solid
L-Pig!
shooting. The one device
If
that
that's
beats
all you
fire
got,
is
maybe I'm not
the
drinking
instant the
enough.
building's on fire. Their last edge, gone with the structure. It's almost the wrong call. 20 feet in, a ceiling beam lets go and comes down across the Point Man's legs. He doesn't make a sound because is already too far past what his body can process. The sergeant gets under it, lifts, drags him clear.
You left
10
your
seconds,
arm
maybe
behind.
12. Two shinobi come through the smoke behind.
No more drinks for you.
Using
You've
the
been
walls they
cut
know
off.
won't fall yet. The
He
sergeant
can't
drops
sip
the
from his
first.
bottle
The second
anymore.
reaches the point
Hey,
man
look what you're
before
doing to the
he
floor.
Blade is delayed. The same man who took the arrow in the courtyard 4 chapters ago, and he doesn't go back because he physically can't afford to. Not training, not adrenaline, refusal. The sergeant puts the second shinobi down 6 feet. They can't move. The outer wall breach is still open. 30 seconds later, 3 of them hit the tree wall. Nobody talks. The
Nameless
fortress is
creature.
burning.
I still have no pity.
Throwing enough light through the cedar canopy to see by, which means anyone on that wall with a bow can see.
Fucking gun is
They
amazing.
don't stop.
I've got
They
more
can't.
for
The
you.
sergeant with a rib wound, he
You're
still
dead
hasn't
now,
mentioned.
but you were dead
The point
before.
man held
Fuck
together
you.
by field dressings and spite.
That one isn't a problem anymore. You got slime already before.
6 miles of Black Mountain, no comms, and a garrison
Smell.
lost exactly
Shut
where they
up.
ran. Hanzo is dead. The mission is
Don't slip in the slime.
the last clean sentence in this story. Final tier on the extraction. 2 dead, 2 wounded, 1 man still fully in the fight. 6 miles out. Tree line. A barbie was burning above the excited. Here's the part worth sitting with.
I
The
was only
rifles
thinking
won
of that.
every fight they could actually see. In the open courtyard, against men charging half line, guns did exactly what guns tried to win that. It spent the whole night making sure the firefight didn't matter, funneling 5 men into a building where numbers, walls, fire, and 6 miles of mountain do the killing instead of blades. Hanzo didn't beat modern training. He refused to fight it on the one kind of ground where it
Reach
wins.
for
And remember,
vodka
this is the good run.
tonight.
This is the version where they reach the target and 3 of them touch the tree line. Move a few seconds around in that
I
courtyard,
think Dempsey is
nobody
right.
walks out
It
at
is
all.
a bit
Final
fishy.
verdict: survival tier D. Mission accomplished. Unit destroyed. The target's dead, and 40% of the team is still in that building. So drop your answer below. Does 2 killed in action count as a win if the objective's complete? Subscribe. Next matchup, we go somewhere the forums haven't touched yet.
Why can I see so clearly now? He can't sip from his bottle anymore.
Better your credit score.
You see what happens when you touch the delay?
It's credit card. Learn more at
Nikolai cannot die. Hey, the delay.
You've tried multiple oral antidepressants.
Just to the doctor.
Spravato works differently to rapidly reduce depression symptoms. The over-the-counter nasal spray taken with or without an oral antidepressant for adults with treatment-resistant depression, while the exact rate of Spravato depression Spravato can cause symptoms, including sleepiness, fainting,
Die, Satan's minions!
anxiety, feeling disconnected, breathing problems, increased blood pressure, problems thinking clearly, or bladder problems. Your healthcare provider must monitor you for serious side
A
effects. for at least 12
shotgun!
months.
Now I just need a shot
There's
glass!
risk for abuse and misuse. Don't take it with the blood vessel disease. Blood infection veins and arteries, and a history of bleeding in the brain.
I like this! You see what happens when you touch Nikolai?
From activities that require full alertness until the next day after Christmas. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions in people
A
20
toast to a brilliant
and
weapon!
children. It doesn't prevent suicide or suicidal thoughts or actions, relieve pain, or replace hospitalization. Alert doctor right away about changes in behavior in the person or thoughts of suicide. Ask your healthcare provider or visit
how shiny she is!
Double points!
This is proper socialist reform! This little girl and her games, it's a sign of bad parenting.
Hi, I'm Adam, co-founder of Helix. We saw that buying a mattress is way too confusing and way too expensive. We started Helix to change it. Just go to helixsleep.com, take our 2-minute sleep quiz, find your guaranteed perfect mattress. We're even named the best mattress in the world.
Stop scratching me!
This box for free. Find your perfect mattress today at helixsleep.com.
Ow! My shins! Get off of me, swine! I like it rough, but not that rough!
The rain hasn't stopped in 6 hours. Fog sits low in trees, and mud swallows everything. 20,000 roads
I think there are dogs coming now.
So narrow, the supply car barely fits with the ridge on one side. There is high, waterlogged streams are already going south. That was September 9 AD. 3 days. Dogs walking underground, picked by a man. At the end of this week, he'll erase 3 Roman legions so completely Rome never uses those. 500 years of empire. Here's the question we're actually here to answer. Drop 4 Marine snipers into that tree line and measure available. Period gear only, no backup.
is happy hour!
4 rifles turn history's worst massacre into a fighting breakout. This is Mike, your host for Nerd History. Leave your like and subscribe because today's video is crazy. Do the Eagles make it out of that forest? 4 more bodies just disappear into a column of 20,000 men who all look exactly the same. It's falling. Casualty count starts at 0. 20,000 rolls on the board. Let's see how many walked out. Section 1, the board and the pieces. So here's the setup Rome actually walked into.
Oh,
It's
sure,
worse
you
than
grovel,
bad
but you
intel.
still cannot have
Varus
any
pulls 3
vodka.
legions off a paved, defensible road because Arminius tells him there's a small
Explosives
uprising
make things so
nearby
much
that needs
easier.
put down. That's the entire trap. One tip from one guy, and Varus doesn't even blink. Now, here's the part that makes this whole thing sting. Popular retellings love to cast Arminius
What's
as an
that smell?
outsider who saw
Maybe
through
I
Rome.
should.
The real record is stranger than that. He was taken to Rome as a boy, trained inside the Roman military system, came out on the other end with citizenship, officer's rank. Varus moved into command of an auxiliary cavalry guarding on his flank. The man setting the trap isn't an infiltrator, it's staff.
I will put you
Terrain
out of
is
your
the second
misery
kind of
now.
problem, and it's brutal. We're talking 19 kilometers of corridor squeezed between a ridge on one side and a bog on the other. A Roman legion wins fights by performing a battle line. Shields locked, spears out. That works on open ground. It does not work on a trail that's maybe a few meters wide with no room to spread out. And the weather just made it worse. That storm sitting on a forest for 6 hours isn't only misery, it's an engineering problem. I suppose work, because dried sinew holds tension under a draw. Soak that sinew and the tension goes with it. Translation, half the Roman ranged weapons in this column are about to go quiet before a single spear gets thrown. The wooden leather shields are heavier too. Water will get in the rain. Drop 4 Marines into that picture, and there's the 2-man sniper element in front. A spotter and a shooter working together. Second 2-man team held in reserve further back. Watch the flank. Loadout stays lean on purpose, because this has to be period accurate. Bolt guns for the precision work. One semi-auto rifle for anyone who gets close. No resupply, no comms home. Whatever's on their back, making the tree line is everything they get for the next 3 days. Here's the part that should worry you if you're one of these 4 guys. The intelligence package is thin. Deliberately thin. One name, photo, no face, nothing to go on beyond you'll be near Varus. No exact spot along 19 kilometers of trail where the ambush actually springs. That's the entire brief. So the tension in this whole setup ends with one question. It's not really about marksmanship. 4 men find one man somewhere inside a column of 20,000 soldiers who all look identical in the fog. Everything else is still sitting at 0. Contact hasn't happened yet. That's about to change. Section 2, first contact, first shot. Now, here's where the whole mission almost falls apart before it starts. Every Roman soldier in that column looks the same. Brown cloak moving through the fog that keeps rolling in and out like someone's breathing on the lens. The spotter's got maybe 2 seconds of clear sight line every time a gap opens in the tree cover.
When did I run out of
2
ammo?
seconds to find one man in 20,000. So the shooters aren't looking for a face. They're looking for behavior. And that's the tell that breaks it open. A rider keeps drifting close to Varus, leaning in on his horse, saying something, then pulling back to get a nod in return. Nobody else in that column moves like that.
The
Rear,
zombie he used
on a
to
guard
be.
rotation, somebody with actual accents. That's the guy. Here's what the shot actually requires. And it's not as simple as pulling the trigger. There's a crosswind cutting sideways through the corridor, strong enough to push around off a few inches at that range if you don't read it right. The spotter is calling
but you were
the
dead
gap in
before.
the tree, calling the exact half second the knife edge is a branch line.
I have issues.
Shallow.
It's sound open.
That will keep them out for a while.
Steve helps you with your meeting money, and there's no credit check, interest, or late fees. Do settle up later. Download
It's
it.
that clicking again. Oh, ammo! I like it rough, but not that rough.
This journey with childhood cancer comes at you in waves. Every day we wait.
Everything slows down to that one window. The shot lands clean. Arminius is dead before he finishes his sentence. No horn, no war cry, no dramatic slow motion collapse. Just a man sliding off a horse in complete silence. For one long beat, absolutely nobody around him understands what just happened. Quick reality check, because it matters. The real Arminius doesn't die in this
Why is no one
He
caring about my lack of ammo?
Spends the next decade fighting off both Rome and rivals inside his own alliance. Is finally killed years later by his own relatives, not by a Roman blade, not here. Everything from this point forward is hypothetical, not for the record. But here's the part
More
most
bullets,
people
no
miss when they
drinks.
imagine
This is not so bad.
off. Tribal bands are already positioned, waiting on a plan that's already in motion. You can't unring that bell with one bullet. The trap is still loaded. Trigger fire's just gone. And this is where things get genuinely strange, because neither side has ever heard a rifle crack before, not once in the entire history of either army. The Romans hear something like thunder rolling out of a clear patch of sky. They've got no framework for what that means. The tribal bands positioned up the trail hear the same sound. They think their own ambush just got
Satan's minions!
supposed to
Eat that now, but you were dead before. Fuck
officers actually did something that this has never been in real history. A window. A few minutes where the front of the column notices the chaos of the middle. It's time to react instead of just dying where they stand. It's not a rescue yet. It's barely a pause. But a pause is more than these three legions ever got the first time around. Casualty count is climbing now, roughly 200 down. Mostly stragglers caught in the confused first minutes before anyone on either side.
Looks like I didn't get all of him. Now that's what I call a gulag.
Here's the mechanic nobody outside of military history form
You got
ever
slime
talks
on my
about.
uniform.
It's the whole reason this plan has a shot at work. Arminius wasn't just a traitor with good intel. He's the same 2,000 years before it existed.
Beat the drunk Soviet!
Signal in one moment to strike. Historians still argue about how centralized that was, whether Arminius commanded the coalition outright or just
Well, maybe I should.
Coordination is the first thing that breaks. Pull that person out, and you're not just down one commander.
You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned!
It's starting to look like four guys with rifles, quietly in a 2,000-year-old war. That's not what's happening. Snipers don't save this column. Roman discipline does. Centurions drill for exactly this. Reform.
You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned! You will have it when you touch the line! Die, demon hell pigs!
Discipline never gets a
Hakim
chance to
Newts, hell
so
pigs!
watch what
Die!
actually happens once he's gone. Some war fans spring their part of the ambush early.
Die, Satan's minions!
Treated as their cue. Some hold position, waiting on a signal flare or a horn call that's never come. Because the only guy who's the real plan is
You're dead now, but you were dead before! Fuck you! I'll drink to your death!
Standing still in the forest is a war band doing now. That fragmentation is the gap the Legion needs. Centurions on the ground start noticing the
You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned!
Give Centurion even a rough pause and he shot men in tight formation. Shields up, spacing, closing, the column doing the one thing it couldn't do on that narrow trail before. Reforming into something that isn't just a line of individual targets. This is where the 2nd Marine Team earns its spot. One high-value target. They're standing at the tree line.
When did I run out of ammo?
Spears.
You fall like coddled bushmeat! That smells disgusting. Like my 4th wife. She pretty. Pretty and smelly. Weird combo. Not even beat a drunk Soviet! If I don't find ammo, I will have to kill him with my breath!
He will keep
Don't slip in the slime!
but not on average.
Rushes. Drop one of those leaders and his band doesn't just lose a boss. They lose the 10 or 15 seconds it takes for someone else to step up and start shouting.
Hey, where is all the
That's
ammo
not a
at?
number by itself, but stack that gap across dozens of small unit leaders over several hours of fighting. And it adds up to something that actually changes the shape of the battle. Here's the part where we don't pretend this is clean, though, because it is. The reserve team gets caught by a war band that never got word to stand down. They're forced into a fight at close range they didn't want. They break contact fast, which is the right call, but they're already burning through ammo faster than the mission math allows for. 4 rifles were never built to run a battle this size, and that bill is starting to this isn't over yet. Men are still dying by the hundreds every hour up and down that corridor, but the column is holding its shape instead of dissolving into a versus chaos. Give the entire ball game in a fight like this. Casualty counters at roughly 3,000 now. Brutal by any measure. But 3,000 down out of 20,000 means 17,000 men are still standing in formation, still armed. That's a number the real history never got anywhere close to. Section 4, the bottleneck that doesn't close. Day 2, and the corridor does the one thing it was always going to do. It narrows. Quick correction here, because most retellings collapse this into one clean afternoon. The real fight ran 3 brutal days, with a fortified camp thrown up overnight between rounds. This is where it tightens the worst. Ridge pressing in on one side, bog swallowing anything that steps off the path on the other. There's no version of this fight where that geography changes, but here's what's different. It's the whole point of the last 6 hours. The tribes hit that
I'm out of ammo!
fragmented
Maybe I should just drink instead.
No
It's on
single
someone.
voice timing the rush. No coordinated wall of spears closing at once. Just scattered bands throwing themselves at a column that's had time to tighten up. And that column tightens into something the original battle never saw. Roman testudo formations actually lock into place in the gaps the Marines fought. Shields overlapping top and sides. A moving wall instead of a line of exposed backs. That's not new equipment. That's not new training. That's discipline the Legions always had. Finally get from home to work.
Ow, my shins!
Ceiling hits, and there's no getting around this part. 4 rifles were built for precision work over hours.
It's that clicking
For
again.
running fire
Oh,
support
ammo!
across a multi-day battle involving 20,000 men. Rounds are low. The semi-auto's magazines are close to empty. Reloads are counting the same range that followed from day 1 have done it. It's not ruining their weapons. They're running those autumn rifles doesn't get them out west. It's foggy, it's twice already. And every wipe of a lens is a few seconds the shooter isn't watching.
This is like standing in a grocery line.
It lands exactly where the ammo count is afforded. So,
Thank goodness!
it's not the clean win anybody wants to imagine. The Legions break through that bottleneck, bleeding hard. Men are still dying in the mud on both sides of that trade. But column comes out the other end intact. Eagles still carry. Command structure still standing. Centurions still barking orders instead of corpses and bones. Cost is real. Thousands of Romans don't walk out of that forest. This was never gonna be a clean fight. Pretending otherwise would be lying to you, but 3 legions survive instead of getting erased. That gap, survival versus annihilation, is the entire difference 4 rifles bought over 3 days.
Which one you touch, Nikolai?
The column clears the worst ground, break contact, fade back into the tree line, and disappear before anyone on either side thinks to look for it. Casualty counter lands at roughly 5,000. At a standard, but 5,000 out of 20,000 is a costly war Rome can
When
still
did I run out of
about.
ammo?
Not a legend about a forest that swallowed 3 legions whole. Luther, dusk, and the eagles move out of the trees, battered but carried. Legion numbers scarred into history instead of wiped from it completely. 4 rifles didn't stop the dying. They stopped the disappearing. Survival tier, verdict, S tier, mission success. Full exfil, 0 Marine losses. So tell me where you'd spend that first shot.
Guys, look what I did! Good health spawns! Die! He used to be. Slime on the uniform. Russian? Owned!
Fire sale!
A fire sale! I hope they have vodka! Get off of me, swine! Smell! Why am I so heavy now? Did you guys hear that voice? Stop scratching me! Reach for vodka tonight! They were here, now they're not. Such is life in the... hush. Why can I see so clearly now? You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned! You fall like total bourgeois! My tap is now double, but not my vodka! See what happens when you touch Nikolai? Why is no one caring about my lack of ammo? You're dead now, but you were dead before! Ah, fuck you! What was that? Ow! My shins! Those minions! I'm out of ammo! Maybe I should just drink instead. Piss on someone. Don't shit in the slime! It's like good woman. You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned! Apache! I have issue. What was that? Oh, crawler! Hey, where is all the ammo at? Stay off my boots, hell pig! Stop scratching me! Die, Satan's minions! even say that to my face! When did I run out of ammo? You got slime on the uniform! When you touch Nikolai! He can't sit on this bottle anymore! You left your arm behind!
Double points!
Budem zdrovi! Let's stay healthy! I have issue. Getting low on ammunition. It's that clicking again. Oh, ammo! You see what happens when you touch Nikolai? From my vodka! What is a classic? Why is no one caring about my lack of ammo? Capitalist dogs give me ammo! What was that? Oh, crawler! So much easier. When did I run out of ammo? fourth wife. She pretty. Pretty and smelly. Weird combo. It's that clicking again. Oh, ammo! Say owned in Russian? Greedy capitalist dogs get Nikolai is coming for you! What was that? Oh, crawler! I'll drink to your death! До свидания, bitches! You know how to say owned in Russian? Owned! Stop scratching me! Not touchy! I have issues. It's that clicking again! Oh, ammo! So you're dead now, but you were dead before! Ah, fuck you!
Fuck.
Fetch me their soul!
Come, Suk. I have vodka for you. I will have to kill them with my bread! Hey, where is all the ammo at?
Max ammo!
Just what the doctor ordered.